Hello, my friends. Am I audible? 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 Is the transmission disrupted? Oh, sorry. 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 Am I audible? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Am I audible, friends? Sure. Let me start. Let me start. Today's subject is the evolving junior doctor strike. It trends and is source of power for the sustenance of this movement and the forces behind it and future trends, future of this movement. Today's discussion will stand on few questions. What are the triggering points of this movement? Why it has spread so far outside the boundary of Bengal, even to different cities of the world? And what is the cause of such lingering of this movement and widespread people support? Why this support from outside the country? Why it is so long period sustenance? Other question is, and when they have withdrawn their dharna mancha from the area of Shastha Bhavan, is it a good step? And going to the flood affected areas for flood relief, is it a good step? Will the security of the doctors will be arranged by this government in different medical colleges? Will the government of West Bengal help the investigation of this case? And will this government help the trial of this case in court? And already there are some political groups who are supporting it. But why not the BJP leaders without flag, without their slogan, is allowed to enter into this movement? And the last question, keeping TMCP in power, will the junior doctors get the justice? And few other questions, like question is the destruction of evidence of the dead body in Arjikar Medical College, Dr. AVAYA's dead body, was the destruction possible without the consent of Chief Minister? What is the perception of the leaders of the junior doctors on this question? Is it a fact that Mamata Banerjee, being the Chief Minister, being Home Minister, being Health Minister, did not know in all medical college campuses there are criminal rackets who are earning lakhs of rupees to pass, to give gold medals to the students who are not reading properly, and promotion, transfer, posting, all on money, a corruption. Is Trinamool party leader is ignorant of it? What is the take of the leaders of this junior doctors movement on this question? Did not Mamata Banerjee knew all these corruptions and criminal gangs ruling in different medical college campuses for years? And last, one thing, do they expect Mamata Banerjee, his system, her administration will ever help the true security systems for the doctors, sisters in medical college campuses? These are the questions. Let me start from the first question. On 9th August midnight, Dr. AVAYA was gang raped and killed. That is very shocking news. But more shocking is the destruction of the evidences of this rape and murder by the mechanism of the government itself, at the top of which the CM herself, not only the principal, not only the police commissioner, deputy police commissioners of North Calcutta and Central Calcutta, but also whole organization, party, administration, police, and the CM herself was actively involved in this destruction of evidences. That was more shocking to the medical community and more towards the junior doctors, because this Dr. AVAYA is their Didi or sister, Bon or Didi, their colleague on duty in the campus at the midnight, gang raped and murdered. That is more shocking. Then how it is spread? This is spread because in the last many years, if you look into the junior doctors movement, I have told you in the past, this junior doctors movement, the security of the doctors on duty in the medical college campuses is always lacking, either in the period of the CPM days or then TMCP days, is always. And last we have seen in NRS Medical College, and always there is movements, but at no time I have seen in my last 50 years of my active career in medical colleges, in no time we could continue this movement for a long period of more than a week. Every time we had to withdraw the movements for many reasons, but exception is this time. In last 50 years I have seen this movement has crossed 6 weeks, and movement has spread to different towns of this, villages of this state, outside this boundary of this state, to different cities of this country and to other cities of the world. This is a unique event. Never I have seen in last 50 years, never. Why this continuation and why this spread of this movement? Doctors community to doctor community, the moment there is some movement, when there is assault on the doctors, physical assault, government, either CPM then TMCP, give a lip service. Only for few days they give some extra police postings on the gates, then that is withdrawn. Every time the doctors community is cheated. Doctors community are cheated. Doctors and sisters in the health system are the softest target. Softest target. Because remember, I have told the medical service do not depend only on the doctors and systems. It depends on the system, the infrastructure. This demand for improvement of infrastructure is of the demand of the doctors for last 50 years, 60 years. Only doctors and sisters' presence cannot treat a patient. There is need of infrastructure. That infrastructure is never properly arranged, because there is always the political purpose, cut money. Crores of rupees are spent to buy the equipments, but cut money eats it out. Low quality equipments come, or money is spent, equipments do not appear in the campus. That is going both in the CPM era I have seen, also in TMCP era. And for every time, it is the doctors and sisters are blamed, and angry people targets them, humiliates them, and physically tortures them, even kills the doctors and sisters. But we can never continue this movement, because after few days of movement, what happens? The media goes against the doctors, people go against the doctors. They tell that only for the movement the patients in the hospitals are dying, though at no time in last 50 years the junior and senior doctors has ever stopped the emergency works, never. But this time, for the first time, I have seen the sympathy and support of the people from all planes of this Bengal, from different parts of this country and from different cities of this world, the sympathy and support for this movement. Why? Why? I have first told the anger of the doctors, main reason is they have seen in last decades they have been cheated repeatedly. They have been cheated. Never government has kept word, and to deviate from keeping the words, this government, TMCP government, is notorious. They never keep words. They are in cheating very notorious, very notorious. And this is the experience of the doctors in last 13 years. Same was for the CPM also. They are also cheating. But they are not today in the power. And why this support from the people of this different parts of the country and different levels of the state? Because already against this government there is anger of the people in different planes, anger of the people. They are dissatisfied, they are angry, but they could not find the avenues, the ways of expressing their anger against this government, against this party. And this time, when the junior doctors has come into movement, by supporting them, by arranging processions in the cities and villages, demanding justice for AVAYA, all these slogans, this is expression of their anger, anger against corruptions of this government, behavior of this government, non-functioning of this government. This is the avenue of expression in the different planes of the society of Bengal. This is a deep-rooted anger of the people that has got the chance of being expressed. And in outside the state, the people of all the states of this country has come to know that Bengal is being run by a notorious government. They know this Bengal from different news avenues, though not the printed media or individual controlled the audio visual media, but there is social media now. This social media is giving pictures of this Bengal, and the world outside the country, outside Bengal, is seeing that how corrupted system is ruling this West Bengal, polluting this West Bengal, and has made the fate of this state miserable, has converted into a hell, Narok. And that's why, and there are millions of educated persons, skilled or non-skilled persons, they are compelled to migrate to other states, even outside this country. From there, world has come to know how the pathetic situation of Bengal today. That's why they are sympathetic to the junior doctors movement in Bengal today. The world knows what this ruling party in West Bengal is doing. That's why this is the reason why so much widespread support of the people to this junior doctors movement. People of West Bengal, India, yes, has come to know how notorious a ruling party in West Bengal, and who are helping this movement. Yes, for movement sustenance, there is need a people support. Yes, people support reason I have explained. Where from the money is coming? Yes, money, different individuals are donating this junior doctors movement. And also remember one thing, today when we were interns, in when I was in intern, I was getting only 300 rupees, only 300 rupees. Can you remember? If I say today, this is after devaluation, that 300 rupees is today 3000 rupees. Okay. But remember, today an intern gets around 25,000, and that money is not from the state. This is a central fund. All interns all over the country get the stipend, and that money comes from the center. That is around 25,000 rupees. In our time, it was just 300 rupees. In our time, what happened? Center was sending per head, per intern, around 2,000 rupees, because we came to know that our time, our batchmates on AIMS, All India Institutes, were getting 2,000 rupees, and that was the money of the center, and we were getting 300 rupees only. Actually, the state government was taking away 1700 out of 2000, sending for individual interns to in Bengal 2000 per head. State was taking away 1700, giving us only 300. State government was stealing our money. We are being deprived. And also house staff, can you imagine? House staff, when you are house staff, our salary was just, stipend was just 400. That money was of the state. And that salary, that stipend today for the house staff is around 30,000 rupees. When you are PGTs, postgraduate trainees, our stipend was just 600 rupees. And today it is about, I think, more than 40,000 rupees, like that. That means they are relatively, today's intern house staffs, PGTs, are a little richer than what we were in our period. Moreover, in our time, our brothers and sisters were depending on our income, of mere income of 300 or 400 in our time, because we have, everyone, we have got many brothers and sisters. But today, usually intern, house staff, PGT, PGT, all, they have got no other sister, brother. Parents do not depend on them. no brother and sister depend on them. Whatever the money is their money in the account, now they are in a better position financially to spend money in the movement period. And also today I am very thankful, very good to listen that they have gone to different villages for relief works, donating their 1 month stipend, round about average 30, 40, 50,000 rupees. They have donated their 1 month stipend to this fund for the student, for the flood relief. That is a good thing, very good thing. And this is their support. And today at our time we could not get to the extreme end, because after certain time the people become very hostile against us. Media was giving false news in the media that in this campus 30-40 persons died as because of the doctor strike. That was creating anger in the people's mind. That was all false news, because if you compare the period of no strike and period of strike, you will see almost the per day deaths in a campus is almost steady, because emergency works is always maintained by senior and junior doctors. This time also I tell you, junior doctors has worked silently, though officially they are in the strike, but they have not signed their papers. They have not signed the registry. They have not signed. Without signing the roster, they have worked silently in the wards, in the emergency, in the wards. This time also, in our time also, we worked in the wards unofficially, so that no patient suffer. That was the practice all over, because no student, no doctor do not want a patient to die. Political support and few questions I have for the junior doctors, leadership. Few questions. Do they think that on that night, when after the killing, gang rape and killing of Dr. AVAYA, was not Chief Minister was in contact with the administration, the police commissioner, DC North, DC South and the principal? Was it possible to kidnap this dead body and hurriedly post-mortem after the evening illegally, and hurriedly taking away the dead body with a police force and cremating? Was it possible without the consent of the Chief Minister? Do they think that each CM is so innocent, so ignorant? What the take of the leaders of these junior doctors on this issue? And number two, is it a fact Chief Minister, Home Minister, Health Minister do not know that criminal gangs are active in medical college campuses, earning crores of rupees, thousands of crores of rupees in criminal wage, or in different wage, in promotion, posting, giving gold medals, allowing pass at the exchange of money, and bringing into the ward the low quality medicines at the exchange of cut money, bad medicines and bad quality equipments in exchange of cut money. Crores of rupees, thousands of crores rupees. Is not from that cut money the party and party leaders benefited? Is Chief Minister ignorant of that? And moreover, is it possible this government will help the administration, the CBI or ED, help the investigation? Will this government of Mamata Banerjee help the trial of these cases in courts? What is the idea of these leaders of this junior doctors movement? Moreover, another question, in their processions, in days, dharnas, different places, processions, midnight processions, there are known political figures of the left and of the ultra left. Even though they have come without their flags, but they have uttered their slogans at times, that has been allowed. But when some known BJP leaders has come to the procession, has tried to come without flag, without slogan, there is extra reaction, overreaction, allergic reaction, violent overreactions. What is that? If presence of this ultra left or left is non-political, why not the presence of those persons is non-political? A political man can they not come to some marriage ceremony, some religious ceremony, some non-political activities, to some clubs, to some school institutions? A man has many roles. Suppose a adult man has to play the role of a father, role of a husband, role of a teacher, role of a politician, role of a master, different roles. But a politician need not play the role of a politician in all planes. Why the overreaction when they came near to the procession? This is not a good sign. This is not, and there is fear in minds of many like me that this movement is being tried to be modulated by some left and ultra left, because the left and ultra left has a need to get some platform to come to the surface, to be again popular in this Bengal. They are misusing this, they are using or misusing this platform. This is a bad sign. This is a bad sign. And I have welcomed the withdrawal dharna mancha from this area, because one cannot prolong for months dharna. It's very costly affair, and after certain stage you have to withdraw. And they have joined the emergency works. That is good step. That is a diplomatically very good step, mature step. And they have gone to the different villages, areas in the flood areas with flood relief materials, medicines and foods, dry foods. That is a very good step. In our days when we are students, we are used to go to different flood affected areas. And for many years, the junior doctors was reluctant to go to these social activities. Now they have done it. This is a very good sign, very good sign, very good sign. And for the first time show widespread support of the society for a long period, support to this junior doctors. This is a unique phenomenon, and doctors again appearing in the social activities. This is a very good beginning, very good beginning. And then other questions are national perspective, national here, where I am more concerned national perspective. West Bengal, you think West Bengal is the gateway of the Southeast Asia. On the side, Bangladesh, where the Islamist fundamentalist has got control, total control. There the minorities being killed, and anti-India slogans, anti-India movements, and actually the evil force has taken over Bangladesh. That is a threat to the sovereignty of this country. And in West Bengal, TMCP, the ruling party, has got links to these anti-India groups, anti-India national forces and the forces outside. And in it, Jamaat, the Islamist fundamentalist group, has a good link with the TMC, because in Arjikot Medical College, for example, in the drug smuggling, in the biological, that is the waste materials, that recycling in Bangladesh coming into India again, there is a Jamaat connection, huge Jamaat connection, and arrangement of a mass hooliganism in the midnight of 14th to enter into the Arjikor, and hooliganism in Arjikor campus, that was possible only under the influence of a fundamentalist Islamic group which has got a good connection with the ruling party here. They wanted to destroy the circumstantial evidences of this gang rape and murder case. And Manipur is again a hotbed where the enemy countries like China, Pakistan, Bangladesh, America, they are playing there to make it a hotbed. Rebels, the Kuki Christians from outside, who are entering into from Burma, entering into this, has entered and entering the Christian Kukis armed with these foreign forces, Pakistan, Bangladesh, China, America. They are trying to disturb Manipur, and the government in Delhi are being disturbed with these violences in Bangladesh, Manipur, and West Bengal is in the hand of a political party who is a member of the Break India groups. And the Break India groups, this left and ultra left, has taken the platform of this joint junior doctors movement. That is a very negative sign, very threatening sign. And I must thank still today, at least overall, the junior doctors movement, they have, with some defects, some weaknesses, they have shown their maturity, and that maturity, their ableness, their aptitude is not for their own wisdom, but for massive support, massive mental strength given by people. And I think in many places, this ultra left and these left parties are not giving them good advices. You have seen possibly there is one advocate, a Bengali advocate in Supreme Court, who is for the parents of the AVAYA, Dr. AVAYA, who is very popularly known in Bengal as the bee-eating secular, communist, comrade secular, Vikas Bhattacharya. He has told he has no objection to this West Bengal government's team's appeal to postpone the case in the Supreme Court. The team of 30 advocates headed by that criminal lawyer Kapil Sibal, they have appealed to the Supreme Court to postpone the case in the Supreme Court. In response to that demand, this Vikas Bhattacharya has told postponement for few days is no problem. Think very seriously. What is their purpose? What is their purpose? There are 30 advocates. If some advocate has difficulty not being able to appear on that date, there are out of 30, let somebody be absent for their own activity somewhere else. Why the others can appear? And this advocate of the parent of Dr. AVAYA has told delaying the case in the Supreme Court for few days is no problem. What is the agreement? Why this license? Why this so generosity? Why so generosity? A doctor lady has been gang raped and murdered in the campus on duty, and the evidences has been destroyed. In this case, so much generosity to the opposition? What does it mean? My friends, be aware, be aware. and the attitude of the Chief Justice of India in other cases related to Bengal is not good. He is not pro people. And today, it is again a question mark. And the movement should continue. If this movement stops or decays, the hope of Bengal, not only the demand for justice for Dr. AVAYA, also the fate of this Bengal is gloomy. For after 50 years, people's upsurge, people have come in the streets from the houses spontaneously to express their anger. This has never happened, never happened. So spontaneous expression of anger never happened. If that is doomed, the future of Bengal and the future of this junior doctors movement, demand for justice for AVAYA, will have a very bleak, very dark future. Let me stop here. And yes, it may be that not to directly blame by name CM is a diplomatic step, because these junior doctors is appealing ultimately to the CM for some relief, for some solutions, because if they name the person, name the person, they are not in a they will not be in a position to appeal to a declared enemy. That's why it is diplomatic, not to utter her name, not to tell her name by name that she is the criminal, but at least they should know who is at the top of this, at the helm of this criminal junta. They must know it. And ultimately, they have to continue the fight. The real enemy, they must know. Must know. Even if you may not declare the name, but you must know against what, against whom they are fighting. If you don't know the real power, the real evil force against whom you are fighting, then your steps are bound to be wrong, will bound to fail. You must know the characters, the quality and quantity of the characteristics of your enemy. You must know when you have started a fight for justice. You may not utter the name, but you must know. Must know. Thank you. Good night. Kabir Sen, my points is question, don't you think Sanjoy is scapegoat? Yes, he is scapegoat. I have told it. Actual case is still unknown. I guess Sanjoy has been heavily paid for. It is scapegoat. He is a criminal, but he is a peripheral character in the crime. Yes, I have told it in my previous videos. He is a peripheral character in this crime scene. Yes, Kabir Sen. Okay. Kabir Sen, Konkona. Okay. Any question? Thank you.